Hey everybody, I hope you are well. I got a few new decks today, so I think I'm going to try to do a pick a card reading. I'm sorry, those are now all in line. If pile 1 is going to be this guy over here, represented by hematite stone. This one is pile number 2. And this one is represented by a candy cane. And this here is pile number 3, represented by sage. So please decide which pile is yours and look for the timestamps below. And here we go for your reading. Have a good one. Hello. If you chose pile number 1, got a new deck. We're going to try this. It's called What's the News? Kind of a situation style deck. We're going to pull about 3 cards from this, clarifying with the tarot, and the rest. I'm going to put them face down. Oh, there were 2 there. I'm going to put them face down for the time being, and your guess is as good as mine. Time on the clock, 111, suggests new beginnings. That could be a new beginning in a new love. It could be a new beginning in something that's from the past, or a new start in something that you're currently involved in. I'll pull one more. If one more will come out here. It's kind of cool deck. I also got a yes no deck when I recorded a series of okay, I'm gonna put that face down. That came out with 2 cards, so I guess we're going with 4. I saw what that one was, but okay, we'll leave that one be. And okay, well, let's roll with it. Okay, I'm not reading these in reverse. Long haul. In it to win it. Long-term intentions and invested. Karmic. Third-party relationship or lesson. Chained. Codependency. Unhealthy attachment. Weighed down. Spiritually woke. Self-awareness. Cutting through illusions. Detaching from ego. That's interesting. Okay. Well, long haul. In it to win it. These 2, give me a minute. Okay, so right before I even started speaking, we got Page of Swords in reverse, though. Silly ideas, easily influenced by others, still learning, intellectual novice. Clarifying long haul. Let's clarify karmic third-party relationship lessons. Let me just go ahead and clarify them all, and then I will speak so I can gather just a little bit more information. And I love it. I watch my videos, it's like think about a good title for them, and I'll watch my videos sometimes and see, like, I'll be talking about something, and on the bottom I'll see that it comes up, like I could be talking about a tower, and the tower will come up. Interesting. Oh, okay, nothing came face up. All landed on my lap as is, so I'm not taking any of it. When that hermit is yelling at me, but let's see here. I'm just going to shuffle a few times here. Sorry to those who don't like the shuffling. I know it's loud. Apologize. All right. Okay. The sun came out. And with the Seven of Cups, and I'm going to take what came up at me on the upright. Okay, so long haul, in it to win it, long-term intentions and invested. Easily influenced by others. Still learning, intellectual notice. This almost seems to go with this. We're going from this over here to this. Spiritually woke, self-awareness. This person has no self-awareness. This feels like maybe past energy. But I don't get where the long haul comes in. Let me clarify. Long haul. If some of these cards are not in reverse, that's fun. Oh, weird. Weird. Page of Swords in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse. Okay, you know what? Very strange. Queen of Cups. Walking away from options. Oof. Oof. Okay, okay. Toward the Nine of Cups. Alright, you know what? That was interesting. That was the Page of Swords in reverse, clarified by the Page of Swords in reverse. What we're going to do is, I'm going to grab a book, and I'm going to look up the Page of Swords in reverse, because I'm not getting it. I'm not understanding. I'm sorry, guys. Page of Swords. Reversed. Ooh, okay, that makes a little more sense now. Spirit was real serious about this. Spirit was like, Page of Swords in reverse clarifies itself. So, somebody who was in it to win it with long-term intentions and invested. It looks like there was under desires, it says, this person had a fear of commitment. This long haul invested, it did come out in reverse. And while typically I do not take for oracle cards in reverse, I'm going to go ahead and throw that back into the reverse that it came in. Okay? Because long haul, I mean, this person was afraid of commitment. Because the Page of Swords reversed can symbolize breaking bad relationship cycles as a mature adult, avoiding making excuses, deflecting blame onto others for what happened in the past, or relinquishing responsibility for the direction of your life. You're in the driver's seat. Take ownership of your life and its direction, and the ability to connect will be far easier. So, in order to be in it for the long haul with you, let's say, and we're 9 minutes in, I'm just figuring this out, I'm sorry. It wasn't totally clear, didn't quite understand. They have to take things to a different perspective. This couldn't happen. They could not commit without coming to some conclusions and taking responsibility for the direction in life. So this could still be where they're at, but I'm getting more of the sense that this is past energy. But it looks like someone chose a karmic situation, thinking that this would make them happy, and that this person was the Queen of Cups. Is just they chose someone thinking that they had found happiness and the Queen, reliability and love and things of that nature in this 30, and it served as a lesson for them, because now they're realizing, sorry, this all came to me just tumbling down. they're chained. There's healthy attachments. They're weighed down. While they had options, they chose the wrong one. The cup was full of snakes. It's not what they thought, and now they want to walk away, but they feel chained and weighed down by this unhealthy attachment to this karmic. Now, what's coming and what they're going through now is this. And this one I don't quite understand, so I'm going to have to read on this one. On these two, as a matter of fact. They're coming to the situation or the understanding. They're waking up. They're seeing through some illusions, and they're detaching from their ego. And if this could be future energy, again, this is fluid. They want to walk away. As they're waking up, they're detaching from their ego. And while they thought that they found all this beautiful stuff in this karmic situation, in this third party type situation, they chose you. They realized that it was a mistake, a big mistake. There's a snake in the cup. They're walking away from this. They're walking away from this towards their Nine of Cups, which is you. As they're waking up, though, there's a wake up that has to happen here. They have to cut through illusions and detach from their ego, because ego says, oh, I found this, and you know what, it could have been all wonderful, but all the glitters is not gold. They found that snake in the cup that made them say, this is not what I thought it was. This is not good. Now they're realizing, as they wake up, that they walked away from their Six of Cups, their simple joys, their soulmate. This is a soulmate card. They walked away from that. They realized that they left the soulmate behind that actually would have brought them the happiness that the sun brings, and that was actually their Queen of Cups. So that makes perfect sense. So let's look up the Four of Pentacles. I want to know a little bit more about that. See what that says. Let me read to you. Actually, it just flew open to the Six of Cups. So let me read that, the reversed. You might hear from past love or get contacted by a former relationship partner. Don't be surprised if the past comes knocking. They realize they left you in the past. This past usually repeats itself, so try not to trick yourself into thinking that this time it will be different. But clarified by the spiritually woke card, seems to suggest, though, that they are detaching from ego. They're becoming self-aware, and they are learning the lessons that are necessary to bring this card into the upright. Learn from your personal history instead of repeating it. So make sure, if there are red flags, when they come back, because essentially they're walking away from whatever they thought was they had replaced you, and they were golden, they were good. As they walk away from it and come back towards you, you need to be aware of red flags. Do not, if it's cyclical, don't go for that. Don't go for that. They need to come in spiritually woke and make sure that you see a change in this person. Don't go back through cycles. Cycles suck. So, let's go to the Four of Pentacles and see what it's talking about. Four of Pentacles is seemingly clingy. Okay, you're seeing through the facades that others used to mask what is really happening. Your perception is sharp and you can no longer be gaslit. So this is exactly what I was just saying about if they're coming in wrong, the same. Nope, they need to go back and do their work. This is a no. This is saying you are seeing through the facades that others use to mask what is really happening. Your perception is sharp and you can no longer be gaslit. Trust in the grounded reality you see. You know the truth of the situation and how you feel. Your common sense holds the answer. So, The Four of Pentacles can represent the hollowness we feel whenever we make another person the sole foundation for our sense of security. That's another thing. Independence. No, none of this stuff, this codependency, and right here. Because just as this person chose the wrong option and is now walking away from it, they're dealing with some codependency issues. Don't you become an object of codependency, nor do you become codependent. You both need to do your work. Absolutely need to do your work in this situation. You cannot, no. Don't, if it's the same, they're coming back in the same energy, nope, tell them no. Go back, do your work. And then if it's to fall in line, it will. Don't wait. Go about your business. Go about your life. And let them do their work. That is why we're here. To heal past hurts and just to become more aligned with the divine. Let them do their work. You can't fix it. In the search for love, people who embody the clingy energy of the Four of Pentacles are confused as to why they can't seem to attain a happy relationship. The blunt truth is that most people don't want to be conscripted into a role of caretaker for a person who is clearly out of power, nor does a healthy mate want to feel their lives hijacked by another person's need. So in the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, we witness a miser firmly clutching 4 gold coins. He believes in his whole heart that these coins are the source of his security. Without them, he believes he would be nothing. In the image, the coins have become barriers. Look at the miser's face. In a love reading, the coins can symbolize a security that a relationship partner is believed to provide. The towers in the distance remind us of the Tower card, which can keep you imprisoned in a state of denial. The artificial belief that another person will be the foundation for your happiness and security will only serve to cause love and security to further elude you. By letting go of what you feel the need to cling to most, love will have a chance to bring your heart what is authentically yours. Letting go opens you up to even better things. So now we have the Nine of Cups as the last thing pulled. Okay. Oh, well, you know what? It's not reversed, it's in upright. I need some clarity on the Nine of Cups. I'm going to clarify with a different deck. Clarifying the Nine of Cups. Please clarify the Nine of Cups. Oop. We're going to go with that one. Five of Swords in reverse. This is the future card. This is in a future position. Let's see. Five of Swords is conflict. That in the upright. So in order to come into the Nine of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment, you need to pick your battles. You need to make sure, well, again, the conflict that you were in before needs to be completely gone. So this person, when they come in the energy of they've left the options behind and they're done fighting, that's the only way that you're going to obtain this Nine of Cups. In the meantime, if the energy isn't right, you need to go back in and love yourself. You be your wish fulfillment. You go in and do the things that make you happy and focus on yourself. So that is what this is saying, essentially. So once again, and we got a lot of fives here, so change. There's, you know, there's some change happening. We got the I'm sorry, that's a page, it's not a 5, I'm losing my mind, but no less. This person was non-committal to you in the past, okay? Easily influenced, silly behaviors. They had to go into this karmic relationship and that they thought was going to be beautiful and that this person was just amazing, but now they feel changed because they made the wrong decision and they're walking away. but they're waking up spiritually. There's a spiritual awakening, could be the dark night of the soul. They realize they lost their soulmate. They lost their soulmate here. But if this person comes back in the same energy that they left over here in, no way. Absolutely not. No way. Send them back to do their spiritual, awakening, to finish through that. You cannot. That's something that somebody needs to go. A dark night of the soul is a lonely time. It's a real lonely time, but it's important for you to go in and do your work so that it's your life, it's your path. We come into this world alone. We're leaving alone. We do our work alone. You get help, counseling, that type of stuff. But a lot of it is between you and spirit. You really need to sit and focus, meditate, and get your downloads and know what it is that you were supposed to be working on. You can find these things in just direct downloads from God, from nature, from signs and synchronicities. And this person is being guided back to you. There's no question. They are in deep sorrow, knowing that they left their soulmate behind because they made stupid decisions, thinking that they had found something that was better than you that could replace you, which isn't the case, because you are their soulmate and you are their wish fulfillment. But they have to do this work, and if they haven't done the work, they need to go back and do it, because it is possible. The Nine of Cups is a beautiful card, but until they come out of this conflict with themselves, and if you have conflict and you're dealing with stuff within yourself, until you guys have become spiritually awakened and you guys both do your work, and sometimes work can happen together, but some things you have to go through on your own. You have to learn your lessons, and sometimes you learn them, like these two things. You got to learn them the hard way. You got to go make the wrong decisions and realize I screwed up, and you have to humble yourself, and like this card says, detaching from ego, you have to lay that ego and pride down and say, I effed up, I made a bad decision. We have to go over our lives, and we have to become accountable for. A lot of people stay in the woe is me energy, victim mentality. Nothing good ever happens to me, blah blah blah, everything bad is happening. No, you know what? Focus on what is good in your life, and things will start to change. Focus on the beautiful things in your life, the breath, the sunshine, your kids, whatever, what have you, your pets, whatever makes you happy. Go out and get in nature, and just you really connect with the divine. Go out there and connect with God, or the God of your understanding, whatever that may be, and connect with yourself and become spiritually awakened so that you can come into a union with your person, and it can be wish fulfillment and a beautiful thing. So, that said, I'm going to wrap this reading up. But I would like to get, what do I want to get? Where's that deck? We would think in all these decks that I would know. What the heck? Oh, there it is. I'm going to get you a couple of messages from your person. Ooh. I'm going to take the one that fell right off the top and onto my lap upright. The future. I daydream about a future together, going on adventures and growing old together, one and all. If their person could say something to you from their higher self, these are messages. They may not have those messages. They might not ever say these things to you, but this is messages from their higher self. Wild side wanted to fall out, but it did not jump, so I'm going to get you 2 or 3 of these, and we're going to close out your reading with a quick message from the universe for you, and then we'll call it a good day. Mother wounds. My mother is a big influence on my behavior now as an adult. I have challenges with connecting to the divine feminine energy with me and externally. Okay, so now again, the divine feminine energy within, we all have masculine, we all have feminine. The divine feminine energy is loving, nurturing, vulnerability. It's all of those things that we sometimes shove down. And this person is having some difficulty connecting to the divine feminine in them because of mother wounds. I'm going to get you one more of these, and we're going to move on to the message from the universe for you. And close out reading number 1. Sorry it took so long to connect with that in the beginning. I was having some serious difficulties, you know, figuring out what it was trying to say, but once it came, it came. Okay. Messages from your person's higher self, if they could be 100% honest with you. They're being greedy with the words today. Okay, I'm going to let that one fall and that one fall. We're done. You feel like home. Being with you reminds me of simpler times. You bring me so much happiness and peace. And you know what? This is my Six of Cups card. This is my nostalgia. This is my soulmate energy. You feel like home. I've known you before, that type thing. And then this last one, I'm leaving. I'm ready to leave a situation or mindset that has not served me. This is the walking away card and hindered my growth. This goes right in line with this. And the wish fulfillment, that's a future card. That's a future card. Wish fulfillment, that's beautiful. Mother wounds, right here. It goes along with the karmic situation, the one where you thought that somebody was loving and you're finding out different. Now you're feeling chained. This goes along with the mother wounds. They all kind of fall in line with each other. So what I'm going to do now is just get you some messages from the universe, or a message from the universe. What a cute little deck. I have too much junk up here. I can't find anything. Oh, there we go. Found it. It's actually very organized up here. I'm just short. I can't see over my piles here. So, yeah. That's my situation. Alright. Messages for you. These are just like in daily affirmation. Ah! Crap. Whoa. Alrighty then. I'm going to let that one fly. And the one that's face up here fly. We're going to go with these two. Find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. So, while you're going through stuff right now, obviously with this, you're in separation because this person has chosen somebody else at this time. This card says, I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. And then this one, I am the loving energy of the universe. Universe loves you. God loves you. Remember that, people. You are loved. And that's going to be it for you, Pile 1. I hope that this helps, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care. Hey, everybody. So, I had to pick up where I left off. I did not record all at once, which is why I look different. And there's no candy cane here, because I ate it. So, if you chose pile number 2, this is going to be your reading. Yes, I know I'm random. And no, I shouldn't have eaten the candy cane before I finished reading, but it didn't occur to me. So, here we go. I am actually going to pull, I'm feeling called, to pull from the Sacred Destiny deck to find out what your read is going to be about today. Alright, pile number 2. Let's figure this out. Yeah. Let's pull a card. It's late at night. Well, it's not late. It's super late at night. Had a bit of a long day. Signs and synchronicities all around for me today. If one doesn't pop soon, I'm going to go ahead and pull one. Huge. We're going to take that one, whatever it is. Happiness. Okay, let me read to you from the book. Let's see what this is talking about. It's got dolphins. I'm noticing the sun. Masculine energy here. The dolphins, playful, and water. I'm gathering some water signs from this card here, just based on obviously the waves and the dolphins. Let's see, happiness. Let's see what we got. Shimmering sunshine. So again, sunshine, male, divine masculine energy. Our sun is at the center of our solar system. Our planets and our lives revolve around its cycles of light and dark. Our inner and outer biological rhythms, as well as the rhythms of every animate and inert part of life, are ruled by this celestial force. In the far past, the sun has been thought of as a god. Traditionally, it has been associated with happiness, joy, hope, enlightenment, illumination, truth, cheer, warmth, and goodwill. Additionally, sunlight is an expansive force, and something is heating up by the light of the sun. When something is heating up by the light of the sun, it enlarges. Without the energy of the sun, things contract. The sun carries the deepest energies of expansion in life. So, to receive this card is to know that you are expanding. Click your heels and shout for joy. The signs are with you. Let your light shine. Abounding good luck awaits you. Oh, that's good news. A gateway is opening for even more joy and happiness. Your life is expanding. Opportunities are emerging. This is the time to go forward with glee. Love deeply and fully. Embrace life with open arms. Goodness is flowing to you. The only thing to be aware of is to monitor your expansion in a metered way. Too much, too fast can be overwhelming. So, whatever amazingness is coming towards you, and we'll figure that out. We'll go deeper into this. Whatever amazingness is coming towards you, go slow with it. Take it slow. Go easy. Don't just rush in. Like they say, fools rush in. Need you to slowly go about it. I'm going to pull one more card. That's a really cool card. Just, the sun is one of the happiest cards in the tarot deck as well. And actually, you know what I want to do? I am going to pull my book, and I actually am going to read the sun from the tarot, because this is significant to that. I would be very surprised. I would be kind of surprised if we didn't pull the sun at some point anyway. So, let us find it. Can't remember which number it is, which would be helpful to finding it. I just feel called to read this to you, though, so stand by for a moment while I pull the info. We see what it has to. It's talking about. No, that's obviously going the wrong direction. I actually should know this. I really should. But I don't. So I'm going to keep on looking. I think I know where it is. Actually. Here it is. And just like that, we have it. Now, the sun, if it's, and again, not sure whether we're talking about a new relationship coming towards you. It could be, business. It could be just something, in reference to happiness is coming towards you. But assuming this is talking about a new relationship, it indicates a positive new beginning. But again, as with any new relationship, you will want to be practical and gather more information. But this partnership is off to an amazing start. So this relates to this in that it talks about going slow, be practical, gather your information. Sun relationships thrive with enjoyable activities. Try not to heap too many heavy expectations on the relationship until after commitments have been established. So if this is new, don't rush it. Do your research. That's what I'm getting from that. Okay. Well, go slow. I mean, double messages, double entendre there. Yeah, I know. That didn't make a whole ton of sense, but that's fine. But really, do your research. Know what you're up against. Go slowly with it. I may pull one more of these. I'm going to do my best to see what pops up. And then, I'm going to move over into the tarot because that's what I'm feeling called to do. Okay, I'm going to take that, whatever it is. Inner peace. Inner peace. These are so pretty. Look at this. It's two fish. It's more water energy. Funny story. Fish could be... Water is a big deal here. It's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, water signs. Pulling all the water here in the world. With the koi fish, Japanese koi fish. Japan could actually be something that would be significant. Or the ocean. Let's see. Inner peace. Let's see here. Ah, okay. Lilies could be. Actually, these are supposed to be lilies in the picture, although they don't really look a ton like lilies to me, but lilies represent profound and everlasting peace in one meaning. So actually another connotation of the lily is that out of darkness and mud arises a thing of immense beauty and grace. So whatever darkness you've gone through, beauty is emerging from it and happiness. So you had to go through whatever hard thing that you have gone through, clearly, to go. That's what I'm reading from this. Whatever hard thing that you have gone through, you're coming up out of the ashes. Phoenix energy. You are coming up out of the dirt into happiness. Very much happiness. No matter how much darkness there's been in your life, you can rise into enlightenment and profound tranquility. Inner peace is your birthright. Chaos is not. It's not necessary. Tranquility occurs when you realize that your life is unfolding according to divine planning. Realistically, man, I wrote something. Can't even check my text messages, but I wrote something down the other day that talked about it, and I was listening to someone else, and I kind of garnered some things from the conversation. And it was just about trying to go against a current when God is trying to guide you to do something. It's like swimming upstream. Everything on the planet will go wrong that can when you're going against the current. If you flow with it and you go in the direction that you know divinely that you are being called in intuitively, and use this third eye you got right here, intuition, and you go towards whatever it is, things start to flow and your life gets amazing. You have inner peace and you come up with happiness. I mean, you just do. Things flow. I mean, things are still going to go a little sideways some of the time. No, nothing is perfect, but when you go out without expectation and you just go out, the only thing that you're expecting is that things are going to be good. Guess what? They will be. They really, really will be. And I've said this a few times in my other readings. When I was homeless, yes, I was homeless many years ago in Portland, Oregon. And I had lost a lot. I lost my older children, and I had lost my sense of self, and I had lost my divine connection, all of it. You know, every day though, I would wake up and I'd pray. Be like, okay, God, what do you have for me today? I just fully leaned into God and God of your own understanding, whether that's divine, whatever, however you identify the divine. But I'd be like, hey God, what do you got for me today? And I would just, state my needs, whatever it was that I needed for the day, and I had it. I had it. I was taken care of every single time, every day. Even trivial things, everything was taken care of, and it was amazing. And I got to a point where I would just be like, oh, this is really, and I felt he's going to take care of me. I'm going to be totally cared for. And it was exciting to wake up in the morning and have gratitude. One thing that I've learned that has brought me back to center each and every time is making gratitude lists and sitting and writing down, even if I'm having a day. And the only things that I can truly, I'm grateful for breath. I'm grateful for my kids. I'm grateful, whatever. Even if it's just a few things that I'm grateful for the roof over my head. I'm grateful for my job. Even if, and I love my job now. But, I haven't always at different points in my life. But I had one. And it was paying my bills, you know what I mean? And that's the joy of it. It was amazing. And for that, I could be grateful. Or I could focus on what was going wrong in my life. And that just didn't get me anywhere. Ever. Ever. So it was always amazing to wake up and just be like, okay, what you got now? Where are we going? What are we doing today? Who are we going to talk to? And eventually when I started working, and I have a really amazing story about how I got my first apartment. I had a job. In fact, I went to a place that helped me with my resume. I had 2 job offers. One did not start right away, and the other one did. It started within like a couple of weeks. Well, all I had was an offer letter, which was great. I had a job, but I was like, okay, God, I have this job. But at that time, I was living in a shelter, and they put you out at 7 a.m., and if you're not back in there by a certain time at night, you weren't going to get in. You'd be on the streets. You would sleep on the streets because they had a specific, time frame for you to be there. They didn't make exceptions at all because it was a women's shelter. There was upstairs a women and children's shelter, but if you were just in the women's shelter, they weren't. They were not making exceptions, even if you were working. It didn't matter. So I was just like, okay, I've got this job lined up. I'm going to be starting this job, but I don't have anywhere to stay. And honestly, I'm sorry to go off on this tangent. I know you're here for a reading, and I know some of you are going to click off at this point, but I'm going to finish telling it. Because you know what? If it touches one person, then it was as it is intended. So I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I need a place to live. So I very strongly felt, and there's been a few times in my life where I've actually heard auditory voice of the divine telling me that I needed to do certain things. A couple times. Doesn't happen often, but I'm walking around, I'm going to these places, right? And there was a place in Oregon that would help you with ID. They would help you if you had been working, get a place. And they also had a temporary shelter there, too. So it was kind of to help people get on their feet. Well, I didn't qualify for that. There was like a mile-long waiting list for that. They had helped me get my ID, so I had my ID so I could start working. They helped me graciously with that, birth certificate, what have you. They paid for all of it. It's called Transition Projects. I'm not certain that it's still there, but it was when I was there. And something told me, Divine said, auditorily in my mind, I could hear it, asked to speak to Sarah. So, and I'm there checking my mail, whatever, because they allowed mail service as well, which is how I was able to get my ID to the to the PO box or whatever there. And I went up to the desk and I said, I'd like to speak to Sarah. And she said, Sarah Rosenthal? And I said, yeah. I didn't know. I had no idea what the woman's name. I just heard asked to speak to Sarah. Well, I did. And they had, within their program, they would help you get an apartment. But you needed 3 months worth of check stubs in order to be considered for that program, and you had to have an appointment. You weren't walking in to speak with anybody. Sarah saw me that day, and with only the letter from the company that I was to start working for of an offer letter. That's all I had. I had no guarantee for her that I was going to even start the job, none of the above. She, I don't know, God placed it on her heart to help me. She got me an apartment. She got me an apartment. They paid the deposit and half of the first month's rent, and I was to pay the rest, and I would move in when I start, you know, when I began my job. So I did. I mean, it was miraculous the way that it unfolded, but I was truly and completely taken care of when I leaned into what the divine had for me. So I focused on the positive, and, you know, I manifested it. I went out and I said, hey God, I need this. I'm going to need to have this lined up for me. And just as I had with jobs, and I put the effort in to go out and search for said jobs, and got two, you know, but God lined these things up. I'm a co-creator of my destiny, and it was amazing, which is very cool because the name of this deck that I'm using is Sacred Destiny. So I'm sorry for going on a whole rampage. Hopefully that helps somebody. But inner peace is your birthright. Tranquility occurs when you realize that your life is unfolding according to divine planning. Serenity isn't something you have to work for or search for. It already exists within you. To find this inner peace, simplify your life. Spend time in nature. Listen to the messages of your soul. True peace transcends fear and connects you intimately to the Creator. Breathe deeply and fully, knowing all is well. Key word here, knowing all is well. Expect this happiness. Knowing all is well. Very cool. You know, this is an interesting message. I'm not going to go too terribly far into this. I am going to pull some tarot cards and see where this is leading. There's something beautiful. I don't know if it's relationship related at this point. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. I just know that happiness is coming your way, but you have to expect it. It's a really very important thing that you expect the happiness to come, because it's on its way. So whatever you've been manifesting, calling in, it's coming for you. But with the right amount of work. Doesn't mean that you get to sit back and wait. You know, that's one thing that bothers me. A lot of people will sit around and say, oh, I'm waiting on God. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Go with the flow, and if Spirit says you are in the right place, you know what I mean, you're going the right direction, things will flow for you. If they're going wrong, you're in the wrong place. Whew. Card of moving into calmer waters. So if you've had conflict with someone or in a situation, you're moving from turmoil to calm. Unsettled to settled. Letting go of old habits, bad ideas, transition, and a journey. That's cool. That is, still don't know if it's a relationship. You'll know what it is, though. I'm pretty certain that you know what you're manifesting. So this is more for you to know, and to know that whatever it is on its way. I don't know what this is. Ace of Wands. That's a passion ignited. Go for it. Creative spark. Motivated. New endeavor. Energized potential. That could be a relationship as well. Okay. Came out. Walking away. Moving on. Leaving behind. Time for solitude. Seek insight. You walked away from a dissatisfying or disappointing, or you're... before I speak on that, let me keep going. Whew, this is all just like, go for it, go for it, go for it. We've got taking bold action, exciting, high energy, confident, brave, passionate, and adventurous. If dissatisfied, disappointment, walking away, moving on, leaving something behind, hermiting. You've been thinking, or if you've been in conflict with someone, they've been heavily thinking about the conflict that you have had. They've been seriously thinking about that conflict. Let me take a few minutes with this. Pull a few more cards. I'm going to pull whatever that is there. Let's say it's that one. I'll pull that one too. So if it's aside, The Chariot, moving forward, fast moving. The Knight of Cups came out in reverse. But it's talking about deeply moved and overwhelmed by emotion. Something hurt. Someone hurt you. I'm going to put this here with this Eight of Cups. Either you moved away from something that hurt you desperately, or drama. Okay? You moved away from drama, or someone else is moving out of drama. The Chariot is willful direction, self-discipline, moving forward, moving forward. We have a lot of ones here, a lot of ones energy. Urge, action. These are action oriented, moving forward. The wands are about moving forward. Beginnings, potential, aces. Let's see. I want to read on the Knight of Cups in reverse a little more. And funny story, it opened up to the Queen of Cups, so that the Knight's right next. So, the Knight of Cups in reverse. Huh. Intimacy. Just funny thing. The appearance of the Knight of Cups. Oh, that's not in reverse. Let's not go with that. Knight of Cups in the forward motion is amazing sex, but oh, okay. The Knight of Cups reversed is a notorious heartbreaker. You left somebody who got their heart broken and walked away and left something behind, or someone walked away from you. Someone broke your heart when they walked away from you. But they've been thinking about it. They've been thinking about what they've done and how they broke your heart. And they want to move forward into calmer waters with you. The Wands are a new beginning, but Ace of Wands is schmexual energy, sexy time. Someone's thinking of you in a sexy way, and I'm trying to figure out how this happiness and inner peace intertwine here. But it looks like while they're trying to move into calmer waters with you, they're developing a clear plan. And let's see. Give me for a minute. And then, let's see, the Knight of Wands symbolizes a relationship that's been a wild ride. The fact that you got this, oh, it's a non-committal. This guy's a player. This dude's a player. This is my player card. Don't get too clingy with this Knight of Wands, because he will break your heart, which is the same as the Knight of Cups in reverse. He's a heartbreaker. I don't like that. It sucks. But he's been karmating and trying to move into calmer waters with you. But if this comes in a sexual energy, you need to check it. It's not enough. Developing and having a clear plan and choosing to move forward with you is great. And I'm going to pull some more cards really to clarify this stuff. But yeah, no. The happiness and the inner peace, you need to keep your peace. This happiness is great, and it could pertain to this person that you either walked away from you or you walked away from them, or maybe a bit of both. But if it's just sexual energy, it's not enough. It's not what you wanted, clearly. But it seems like they've been thinking about this. So let's get some more. Let's get some more. I'm going to go with this deck here. Different tarot deck. Just, okay, we're going to clarify. I didn't even start yet. And I have cards in the, oh goody, these cards are going the wrong direction. And let's fix this. Let's give it some shuffles because I don't like that. Crap. This isn't going well. This is not going well. This deck is really thick. And I have small hands. I'm going to clarify. So we know either someone walked away. Somebody walked away because they got their heart broken. So we know what these guys are. Someone walked away and broke your heart, or you walked away because your heart got broken because of this Knight of Wands, this player. And let's check out these guys. I'm going to clarify the Chariot last, just because I'm sorry if this seems a little bit out of sorts. Lovers is the Ace of Wands. Huh. That's clarifying the Ace of Wands, the Lovers card. Lovers can be a choice. The Lovers can definitely be a choice in love, which is let me set these aside for one quick second here. The first part of this was amazing, and then it's kind of confusing, and I hate it. Six. Lovers. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, love is in the air. It's an exciting card that promises intense and mutual attraction. Time and other cards will reveal if the passion develops into something deeper. I think that there is something deeper, but hopefully that, again, kind of referencing if they come in the swords or the wands energy. This is male phallic energy, and they want to be your lover. You need to check the energy behind that, because if you're wanting more, Don't let them draw you in with just that. That's not a thing. That doesn't work. Okay. Page of Pentacles in reverse. I'm clarifying that again because I don't. Yeah, it's not feeling right to me, and I just. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Immaturity. Oh, well, yeah. Page of Pentacles reverse can highlight a juvenile behavior. Oh, or someone who's very bright but struggles to take full responsibility for their choices. The above average intelligence of this person can make them extremely adept at rationalizing away what needs to grow. Okay. Yeah, you need to beware. If they come back for a new beginning, you definitely, I mean, it's just talking about them coming in an immature energy and just trying to tempt you with a schmexual energy. I mean, if that's all you want, great. But if not, they need to go back into that hermit energy and do introspection and become more spiritually enlightened so that they can come back right if you're wanting more. I'm going to clarify, I mean, I know what the hermit's talking about. Really, if they're bringing you just that sexual energy, I mean, if it brings you happiness by all stretches of imagination, go for it. But if you're interested in more than that from this person, no, send them away with no. Absolutely, that's not going to be enough for me. That's what I'm seeing here. And how I'm reading that. Again, sorry that it took so much time because it started off on the... And expect happiness. And again, but when you're in consideration of, you know, a relationship, you're taking somebody else's will into account. And this is for the hermit. Oh, well, yeah. This is the Seven of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords is shady behavior. They need to come in and take account for their shady behavior that caused them to be a player and to walk away from you and to break your heart in the first dang place. They have to come in the Seven of Swords reversed. You need to check them for shadiness. You know, come in. They need to have gone through their healing, introspection, solitude, gotten a mentor, you know, gotten some guidance, seeking some wisdom and spiritual enlightenment, and coming out of this shady behavior energy. This is shadiness right here. Right here. So, again, if this is not enough for you, if the physical is not enough for you, you want more, make sure that you know that they have done their introspection and they're not, check for red flags. That's all I gotta say. Just watch out for red flags. And they'll be, this person is very bright, Page of Pentacles, extremely smart, but lacks accountability. They rationalize away what needs to grow. No rationalization. Ego needs to die. Ego death. No thank you. No, that's where the introspection comes in. And forgive me for these cards. I know you cannot see them all. Let me move this stuff over a bit so you can see this. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, there we go. They need to have a clear plan. You know, you need to check them on their plan. What is this? To make this a happy situation for, you know, a completely full and happy situation, you know, as this you need to have inner peace about it. Inner peace will come when you know and can sense that, use your intuition. It's really up to your intuition as to whether this person is coming in the right energy. It could be happy. It could be amazing. You could move into calmer waters and it could be beautiful. But if this person is still coming in an immature energy, or, you know, red flag energy, more introspection is needed, more healing is needed. No thank you. You know, if you want it to be fully and wholly complete, that's not going to be quite enough. You need to come in healed. Developing, having a clear plan. Let's get a clarifier for the Two of Wands. And yes, it took me a minute. I apologize. They are coming out of Five of Swords energy. Okay, let's go. That's good. It's in reverse. You know, I like to see the Seven of Swords in reverse, and Five of Swords in reverse as well. Let's see. I know very well what the Seven of Swords is. It's absolutely shady behavior for certain. The fives are change. A lot of this has to do with conflict, and fives have to do with change and conflict for certain. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Let's see. Seven of Swords is also our trickster energy, our deception energy, manipulation energy. Yeah, cunningly intelligent. Can be dangerous, but being in reverse, I'm going to actually read that for you for the seven, just because. Reversed, learning, you know, cautious where love and money intersect. This can signify a partner who is unwise with money too. Be clear-headed. For me, this means, though, this is my shady guy, but in reverse, this shady guy means, yeah. Funny. In upright, the Seven of Swords warns you to stay vigilant with sexy flatterers who are up to no good. If you're hearing words from someone that aren't matching up with their actions, trust what you're seeking. This card can signify a person who shows you that who they really are through their actions, even if their words are telling you the complete opposite. So the opposite of that for me would be somebody coming in, being their authentic self, and doing the work of the hermit in introspection. And completely, you know, they're, I'm sure, still sexy. Nothing going to change about that. And they're leaning on that sometimes when they refuse to get into the introspective piece of that. They think that they can come in and woo you with the sex part. Well, hold up. Wait a minute. No, need to come in reverse. In reverse. Their actions need to match their words for certain. So now, having or developing a clear plan, ready to go, choosing to move forward, and leaving their comfort zone is the Two of Wands, which is a beautiful thing. So let's go on with that and see what this is talking about in reverse. And then we get the Six of Swords next door to it. So, Five of Swords reverse. Yeah. Difficult conversations are necessary in a relationship that ceases to be productive if they are repeatedly devolved. Know your non-negotiables and hold to them. Coming out of conflict, having a clear plan. This really relates big time, because you need to have a difficult conversation to have and develop a clear plan about what you expect, what you want, all that. So that is what this is. The clarifier it clarifies it very well. So, you know, together you need to develop and have a clear plan. Actions need to speak louder than words, you know, and it's to come out of the conflict, you have to have that difficult conversation and know, and boundaries. Boundary up. Keep your boundaries in check. When you know what you want, don't settle. Know what you want, and if you can come to the plan together, into this, you could go into a beautiful state of happiness together. But know your non-negotiables and know your boundaries. Boundary up. Make certain that you honor your boundaries. Okay. It's making lots of sense. Moving forward from turmoil. The Six of Swords. That's good. It can indicate that your relationship is moving out of a turbulent period. Both partners are about to enjoy a calmer time, inner peace, which is beautiful. This card can also signify a change of residence or researching potential homes to move into. That's beautiful. Finally, the Six of Swords can indicate it's time for a vacation. Any place by the water will do. There's another watery sign. Cool. So, I mean, moving in together could be part of the plan. Moving into calmer waters. Cool. It all sounds very... The happiness card, it was beautiful. This is actually a very beautiful read. But again, with caution, actions need to speak louder than words. They are coming towards you. Develop that plan together. Make sure if they were in the trickster energy in the past that they are no longer in that trickster energy. Use this. Use your intuition, your third eye. Wake that bad boy up. With that, I'm going to get a few messages from your person using the Love Tarot deck. So this is clearly about a relationship. Absolutely. Wasn't sure. It was leaning towards something that else was going on in your life, but it's talking about, definitely talking about a relationship. Okay, we'll go with that one. Focused on money. I'm currently focusing on my career and finances. My main priority is financial stability, so be aware of that when they come in. Or perhaps it may be a delay before they come in because they are currently focused on their money. I'm going to let that fall because it was trying to come out really hard. They're missing you. I miss you and I wish things were different. So it could be some time before maybe they're in very much in the hermit energy. We're going to go with those two. And I'm going to get maybe one more. Let's see. Oh, that's enough. That is good. So we've got emotional intimacy. I'm afraid to truly open up to you. Being raw and authentic with my emotions is something I'm still working on. Let them get introspective with their stuff. Make sure that they have worked on this because you need vulnerability. You need someone to be able to be true about what they're feeling and what they're going through. It's important. Run away. Would you pack a bag and meet me in Hawaii? That kind of goes with this little vacation card over here. So maybe you will be taking vacations together once they go through what they're going through. And again, this could be a process. It may not happen for you tomorrow. I don't even have timing cards, not fooling with it. I'm not going to do it. This will be a process, though do know that. I just want to get away from the world and be alone with you. Now these two, my fantasy. You're my fantasy. Okay, here's that smexual energy again with... And it definitely relates to the Lovers and the Ace of Wands. My fantasy. You're my fantasy. I have pictures and videos saved of you, and I use them for inspiration. I want you. This person definitely is thinking heavily about you and absolutely wants you, which is great, you know. But if you want more, you've got to develop a clear plan and allow them to hermit and do their introspection. You are my soulmate. They know. It must be written in the stars because you most definitely are my destiny. We belong together. So while they know that, they have to get right with their emotional intimacy first. They have to do their introspection and do some work on themselves. Not saying that they need to completely fix it all before they come in. No. But they cannot... They have to fix it to the point where they can be there for you. Because if you're anything like me, you overgive. Don't overgive. Don't do that. You need reciprocity. It going, you know, funny. The bottom of the deck for this, moving into calmer waters. Again, the Six of Swords, laying pretty close to the Six of Swords with the King of Cups. They do love you. They do love you. These were actually sitting upright on the deck. That was odd. Huh. King of Cups. King of Cups also controls his emotions. The shadow aspects of the King of Cups can be that he controls his emotions a little bit too much, which lends, he has them, they're deep. He's a water sign. He's a water sign. He's a scorpionic water sign. King of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a Cancer water sign. But emotional energy, I mean emotional intimacy, the King of Cups has and harbors all those feelings. He loves very, very, very much and very, very, very deeply, but he has a heart, I mean, he can contain those and control them. The Queen of Cups is the one that is giving, and these aren't relative to men or women. Yeah, let me see if I can get a little bit more info on the King of Cups, just to kind of close this out a little bit. But I like the Six of Swords is just, it's moving into calmer waters and moving in general, which is beautiful. I do want to read about the King of Cups for you. He is intuitive, though. Very intuitive. Your King of Cups is extremely intuitive. It says the King of Cups is loyal, kind, stable, and emotionally mature. Although he is strong, he is extremely sensitive. Your person may be very, very sensitive. When the King of Cups steps into a room, he immediately perceives the vibes of everyone in it. He looks people straight in the eye and isn't afraid of feelings or sensitivity. Although he is both compassionate and expressive, he rarely gets swept to sea by tumultuous feelings. He is exceptionally self-controlled. So he controls those feelings. So he does not, he's not overflowing in them. He might be holding the stuff back with that emotional intimacy and being afraid of that. The King of Cups keeps his cards close to his sleeve and will only reveal his greatest vulnerabilities with those he absolutely trusts. And somebody can meet you only as far as they've met themselves, or as far as they trust themselves. And the chakras being misaligned, down the bottom three chakras being misaligned, they may not trust themselves. Once a King of Cups establishes trust with someone, he will be loyal to them unless they break that trust. If this sensitive king is ever wounded, he will remember the slight. He may forgive, but he'll never forget. At his best, the King of Cups provides emotional security, kindness, and loyalty. He is fiercely protective of his partner, family, and loved ones, which is Cancerian energy. Big time. They're very family-oriented, very, very protective. Like scary, like protective sometimes. Scorpionic energy too, though. At his worst, he is moody, miserly, and brooding, and he will chew on a grudge forever. Okay, very good. So, messages from the universe for you. And this should wrap up your reading. Hopefully this gave you some insight. Please do click the like, subscribe button. I'm trying to get my channel off the ground, and I'm excited about it. I am booking a trip. I'm still researching solo travel because I'll be going by myself. I'm taking my cards with me. I'm going to be doing readings for you there with beautiful backdrops. So I'm researching Jamaica, but because it holds a place, and I really would, I would prefer not to go alone, but at this point I will be. I'm going by myself. So it may be Jamaica, it could be Puerto Rico, it could be the Dominican, but it's going to be later this month, and I'm very, very excited about it. I did not tell the other group one, I did not mention that, so I will. I have this one in my hand, I'm going to read that one to you. Oh, that's cool. My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. Have faith, walk with faith, that everything is going to be alright. Oh my God, everything is going to be alright. Jamaica, I'm going to freaking Jamaica. There's probably no question about that. That is really weird, because that song just jumped up in my mind immediately. Oh my goodness. Crap. I guess Jamaica is going to be, I'll go back again. You know, I will go back again. Cool. My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. No matter if this person's not ready, and I'm not saying wait, don't wait. But even if this King of Cups is not quite ready, he's in introspective energy and working on things. So if he comes in too soon, it's not what you want. Wait it out, nope. Keep your boundaries up and wait until, or move on. Whatever, you need to listen to your intuition about that. But I mean, you can either, I don't wait. I mean, I'm not telling anyone that they should wait for anyone, but I'm just saying, just know that this King of Cups is in introspection and working on their stuff. Although they may come in too soon with immature energy. There. That's all I got for you today, guys. The universe has my back. Yes, the universe has your back. That's what the whole read was about. Beautiful stuff. Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. Have a good day. Bye, everyone. Hello, Group 3. This is your reading. If you chose the partially burnt sage, it is poorly wrapped. This is going to be your reading. And I just wanted to quickly say that I didn't manage to tell Pile 1 this, but I wanted to let you know I'm getting ready to travel at the end of this month. Very, 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 very excited. I'm going to be doing readings for you. And in the last reading at the end, I realized Jamaica's where I am called to next. So even though it's not a space that or not a place I really wanted to go to by myself, but I'm gonna go. That's where I'm gonna go. So, Group 3, please like, subscribe, share, follow, depending on whether it's Facebook or if it's Instagram, wherever. I mean, I'll wind up uploading those there too, or YouTube. So, wherever you are coming in from, please do those things to help me build my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And also share. Sharing is great too, if you know people that would be interested in my channel. So I think we're gonna start. I have a deck I really, really like. I might get some clarifiers from that one. This one, Situations deck. This one gives us some interesting information. Hold on, there's one stuck in the box. Come together, reconciliation, spiritual union and contract. The one that was stuck in the box. So, yeah. I'm not going to say that that's what this is about just yet. I'm going to go ahead and get some cards to get us started. It didn't work out very well. See what we get from this deck. That one. Children. Young. Childhood. Playful. Okay. Don't read too much into that until I get more out. Okay, this one's dying to come out. Cleansing. Meditation. Clearing space. Removing negativity. Spirit, please give us some information about pile number 3 situation, whatever that happens to be. Please give us some insight into pile 3's situation. Wow. Insatiable. Well, this card's come up so many times lately. Wanting more, unquenchable. Kind of getting... Oh. There may be children involved in the situation. Okay, what is that? Done. Completion. Lesson learned. Cleansing. Removing negativity. Lockbox. Closed. Trapped. Frustrated. Oh shoot. Okay. Closed in. Trapped and frustrated. Just trying to get a sense of what this is about. This is about you. They have an insatiable need for you. Divine feminine, divine masculine, whoever that is applying to, whoever it is. If you are, again, we all have masculine and feminine, so it's not a male or female thing. We all have that energy. So I'm not gendering anyone. I am just saying that whoever you are watching this for is insatiable. And this one's trying to come out. Divine masculine is insatiable as I'm sitting here speaking. There are children involved in the situation, most likely. It also says childhood. Cleansing, meditation, clearing space, removing negativity. They have completed some sort of a lesson. It says done, completion, lesson learned. But they've closed in, trapped, and frustrated. Oop, that fell on my lap. So your divine masculine is heavily thinking about you, but they feel closed in, trapped, and frustrated for some reason. And SOS with a heart in the middle. S's could be significant. They're recalling, they're reminiscing of memories, returning. They want to return to you. They have an insatiable need for you. And this is your divine masculine. So whatever situation they're in, they have children, or there's children involved, but they're done. They have learned the lesson that they were in, and I'm sensing very strongly that they're in a karmic situation, and with the closed in, trapped, and frustrated. But they have learned their lesson out of this. I'm going to just get a couple more of these, and I am going to switch to a different deck. I'm not sure which yet. Well, I actually have another deck that I would like to. Okay. What's this guy? Settlement, agreement, compromise. That could be different for different people. They could be wanting to come to an agreement with you or compromise with you in reference to this. But with them feeling trapped, closed in, and frustrated, this is lockbox. They've learned their lesson and they're done. So, whatever. Commitment, long-term relationship. They're thinking about all the things with you, everything. They seem to have learned their lesson. They're clearing space though. There's something that's only removing negativity. They're trying to remove something that's an obstacle in the way of being able to give you a commitment. So whether that, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a third party for sure. It could certainly be that they have childhood wounding perhaps, or there's a outdated way of thinking that really could be what's hindering them from committing to a long-term relationship, a commitment with you. But they want to compromise about something. They want to come to some form of an agreement with you. And I'm going to pull this one. Come together. Reconciliation. Spiritual union. And a soul contract. They want to come back together with you. Let's get more information. I'm going to pull a different deck out here to find out what they're trapped or closed in feeling. I mean, what's got them trapped? Something's got them trapped. Even though they've learned a lesson and they're trying to clear the negativity, I want to know more about what's got them trapped. If it's thoughts, And I may have to pull tarot on that, so I'm going to go ahead and, because tarot is a little more direct about, you know, thoughts or actual people or what have you. So I'm going to pull some of these cards, but I am definitely going to put this over here because I want to clarify what lessons they've completed, what they're doing to clear the space in the lockbox. So this is all very self-explanatory. They're recalling good times with you and other things with you. With that insatiable card, it's definitely other adult activities as well. And they want a commitment, and they want to come together and agree and have compromise with you and give you the commitment that you're seeking. They know you're their divine counterpart with that divine masculine coming out. I'm going to get a few of these. This right deck, yes. Okay. I'm going to pull this one. Oh, wait. There's one. That's the one that wanted to come out. Machismo. Masculine pride, toxic masculinity, meeting manly expectations. They've got ego issues. This is the outdated thing that they need to be. And long haul. This is another thing. They have, since their commitment or their thoughts about what commitment should be, they're being challenged. They're rethinking what they have thought about in the past as far as commitments were concerned. Maybe they were not committal. This is in it to win it, long-term intentions and invested. When I'm asking about what lesson that they're learning about commitment. And the fact that they may just want that. And they're cleansing themselves, and this is a good, I mean, it landed right near the cleansing card. Machismo, they're getting rid of this masculine pride, toxic masculinity, and meeting manly expectations. They're cleansing themselves and removing the negativity behind that. Now, lockbox. Okay. This actually clearly identifies exactly what this lockbox is talking about. This trapped, closed in, frustrated, rebound, flighty, temporary options. Whatever temporary option they chose over you, they feel closed in and trapped by that. They've learned a lesson and they are done. They've learned the lesson that they wanted to. I mean, they ran from commitment from you. They chose a third party here. But they're learning a lesson about the commitment that they want to come to an agreement with you. But they're trapped by a rebound. Okay, well, that is really cut and dried. Really very cut. Oh, bottom of the deck here, TikTok. Deadline, procrastination, too busy. This was actually in this deck, but I put it back. It was the next one on the top when I was pulling these cards. TikTok was there as well. Deadline, procrastination, too busy. They feel like they have a deadline to give you this coming together. So, got excited and lost my train of thought. Sticky situation here, very, very sticky. I want to know, I mean, pulled about every single card. They are not single. They're penny pinching. There's financial struggles here too. They have financial struggles and they may be trapped. This landed right over. They're trying to get out of financial struggle right now. They're saving up. They're budgeting. They need to get out of this. This closed, trapped, and frustrated. They have to get out of their financial struggle. They cannot make any moves forward. If this is a third party situation, they're stuck. They're financially stuck in this situation right now. This is cuffing season. Single and ready to mingle, ready for a relationship, on the hunt. This was in reverse. And I don't typically take the oracles in reverse. The actual opinion pinching was too. But cuffing season, they're not single. They're not ready to mingle. They can't be. They can't give you what you want, but they feel like they are on a straight deadline. 13:13 on the timer as I looked up. Do I even need to get the tarot for this today? I don't know. You know, try to make my pick a cards pretty not red. Consistent time-wise, but this one's super cut and dried. we do want to know what they're going to do, though. I'm going to pull some of these. I just feel these are Sacred Symbol Oracle. I'm going to pull one or two of these, and we're going to figure out what this is talking about. Just more information. See if we can get some more. This one tried really hard to come out. Protection. Oh, well, you know, sometimes when someone is in a third-party situation and they are involved and they're learning karmic lessons that you can't teach them, and sometimes that rejection is for your protection because that person is not ready yet. Let's see what this one's talking about. Earth. I don't know. Could be an earth sign. 11 could be symbolic. 1 could be symbolic. And here we go. 1. This is the 1 card. This is 11. 111 or new beginnings. They want a new beginning with you. But they're stuck. Let's see. Let's read Earth. Well, I'll read Protection as well. It's actually the very first card in the deck. You are protected. You are safe in all matters of the body, mind, and spirit. Your highest guidance has you covered on all fronts. Do not delay in moving forward. If inquiring about a situation, relationship, or how to proceed, please take this as a sign that you are taken care of and harm to none will be had. Meditate on the symbol when you feel like you need to strengthen your energy. You are divinely protected. And this relationship is also, I feel, one more one would be twin flame. It's feeling pretty strongly this is kind of a twin flame, because when lessons are learned and they go into a karmic rebound relationship and walk away from you, the twin flame journey, if you have not investigated the twin flame journey and you're having an up and down roller coaster situation with a person and you were learning a lot about yourself, you both forced each other to really learn about yourselves. Even if you have periods of separation, you have a runner and you have a chaser typically. I mean, you have a runner and a chaser. Typically it's the divine masculine that, and again, this is not a gender specific, as we all have. Whoever identifies as the divine masculine is the runner at some point in the relationship, and then the divine feminine is typically the chaser until she's not. If you're learning your lessons, eventually the roles are reversed and the divine masculine does as a divine masculine should do, or males in general do, or masculines do, they chase. And divine feminine attracts. So eventually the roles reverse. The divine masculine learns his lessons that he needs to learn to open himself up. They heal and they come together. Sometimes one ascends, the other does not. And the divine masculine is usually the one that is left behind because they don't learn their lessons and they do not wind up in union. But it's something that is a soul contract that is agreed upon before you come together here. So you know what you signed up for. And a lot of times it does not wind up in union, but it is used to force you into healing parts of you that are unhealed, parts of your soul that are unhealed. Like, I feel like I am in a twin flame situation, and I don't speak on this very, very much at all, because I am currently in separation with my divine masculine, and it's broken me open. It's torn me apart, but it has caused me to go within, value myself, find my worth, and really heal parts of me like abandonment wounds, rejection wounds, and know that anything that is for me will never pass me by. The person in question may have to learn lessons, and maybe we'll never wind up together. There could be that, they could stay in situations that are karmic, because they're never going to replace me, but they could wind up, in a karmic forever, and they deserve to be happy. If they, choose that and choose not to evolve further, then that's up to them, And I may choose a high level soulmate of some sort. You know, that's not what I want, but I mean, I don't wait. I'm not going to wait around to just, you know, for someone to figure out whether or not they are going to learn the lessons and move forward, or come back or whatever. They may just never be there. It may be too frightening for them, whatever. You know, I don't, it's neither here nor there. So, I said a whole bunch of stuff to say that the runner and chaser thing are very, very, very real. And the chaser, though, divine feminine, me being the divine feminine, I do not chase any longer. I did for a long time, and then I just, no, absolutely not. We'd go in bouts of separation, and I would not contact. I wouldn't reach out, except when I was under anesthesia and reached out. And that's like being drunk. And I haven't done that for almost 11 years. I am a sober person. I'm in recovery and have been for almost 11 years now. So, anyway, but other than that, when I go into separation with this person, I do not reach out. And at this point, I'm in separation with him, and it's hard. It's very, very hard. It's being pushed away, very, very hard. It sucks really bad, but I understand what it is. And it doesn't have anything to do with me. It really doesn't, and I'm understanding of that. So anyway, protection. Yeah, you're protected. The Norse Viking rune, it's a Norse Viking rune, often used when petitioning the gods for protection in battle. Okay, so let's read 11, and that's Earth. The tangible world and all that is physical in nature. What you see, feel, touch invites you to participate and enjoy it. Inviting earth energy into your current situation will bring more stability. Ground. Go outside and ground. Especially if you're dealing with this type of situation, ground yourself. Go outside and put your feet in the dirt. It's super important. We are like giant batteries. Go outside, put your feet in the dirt, and ground yourself. Be kind to this temple of a physical body that is home for your soul. It requires adequate nutrition and rest. Meditate on this symbol when you want more of a connection to the physical plane and validation of all that is here in the three-dimensional world with you. Honor it, see it, feel it, experience it with love and respect, especially if you're going through this journey and you're in separation with your person. And this very much feels like a separation reading. You need to go out and really be in the 3D, enjoying your days, going and doing things that make you happy. Like me, as I mentioned before, Jamaica is where I would love to be with my divine masculine, but because the situation is what it is, I'm going to go alone, you know, and I'm going to just discover, and, you know, it's going to be beautiful. But for me, the whole reason for starting this channel, honestly, been watching tarot about my divine masculine for a while now, you know, just looking at it and doing my own readings and stuff, and I've decided that I wanted to do this myself, and it's really opened up a new door for me, and I'm gonna take it on the road, and traveling tarot is what it is, and I'm gonna, what I hope to do is to take one international trip, 2 domestic trips, then another international and 2 domestic, and so on and so forth. So I would like to do a monthly trip, and I'm working towards doing that, which is just exciting. And this whole, you know, honestly, if I would not have gone on the journey with this person, I would have never done this. I would have never done it. I would have not honed my intuitive skills. I used to read years ago. I read when I was young. I read, and my intuition was sharp, and then I kind of set it aside for, you know, a different spiritual path. And while I learned a lot about God, I love world religion and always have. I think it's absolutely and positively amazing, and I value everyone's belief system at this point, and I feel like there are, you know, so many things from each religion that are just amazing, but religion in general is a bit binding, and I don't feel like it's, you know, there's a lot of guilt involved with, you know, not putting down Christians in any which way, shape, or form, because the Bible's amazing. It's really kind of a cool book. It's got, I mean, it talks about Jesus, who was an energy healer, and a lot of metaphysical things. He manifested loaves and fishes. Like, I mean, there's so many cool things that are metaphysical in that Bible, but Christians don't seem to see it, unless, you know, I mean, some do. Absolutely, some do, but some just go put their blinders on, and I don't, you know, it's just not my way of thinking any longer. But honestly, had I not gotten into the situation, and that is one of our big divides, my divine masculine and I, he was, you know, without going into it too much, I mean, just, you know, and still kind of just fighting with spirituality versus religion. And it's crazy to me because, and it's crazy to me because I've done a lot of soul searching about this, and I mean, I've leaned on God in such a way that, you know, going with the flow is amazing to me, and that's my, it's God, it's the divine for me, it's God. But I know that my life is going right, I'm going down the right path when things are in flow. And I don't, you know, and it's funny because a lot of churches do the blood of Christ, you know, they do, you know, baptism. These are all rituals. Every one of them are rituals, you know, and I think energy healing is amazing. I have level 1 Reiki. I'm not a master, but I will, you know, continue that journey as well. So I do energy healing too, and I just think stuck energy can really screw you up real bad. So I'm into chakras. I have my crystal singing bowls, and I also have metal singing bowls, and I play and I send energy here and there. I send it to my divine masculine quite a bit, and I send it to my best friends, my family, individually, and it's just led me on this amazing journey. So honestly, if it did not wind up in union for me, this opened this whole journey up for me, and to travel to all these cool places and to be able to read for you is truly an honor. It's truly an honor. And unfortunately, with the pick a card readings, it's going to be a little difficult for everyone to get to know me, but hopefully, you know, hopefully in the process, and hopefully you'll come back for more readings, you will learn more about me, because I have one heck of a story, and it's pretty amazing. And tonight, in pile 2 particularly, I gave a lot of information about that, and it was just good stuff. Very good stuff. So we've got these are more directed toward you. These are advice from the universe. I'm gonna get us some of these. You know, I don't even think I'm gonna pull tarot on this tonight. I think we're gonna stay with the oracle cards, because it's this very clear cut message. Last one was difficult at first until it really came to me and hit me like, oh, okay, this is what it was. It did take me a little bit to hone in on what it was trying to explain to me, but once I got, you know, with it, once I sat with it for a little bit, pile 2 was yeah. Well, we're gonna take that one. Pile 2 was but this one flows. I mean, there's absolutely no need. This tells the whole thing. This says flexibility. There's a tiger. Your person could be born in the year of the tiger. I know I was born in the year of the tiger. There are bamboo that are kind of just kind of going over, like this says bamboo grows when it's in a grove and there's a road in the middle. It kind of bows down, as does nature to God. It's kind of cool. So let me pull a book for this. Flexibility. Let's see. Excuse me, when I start speaking my truth, I start to burp. So, pardon. If I could do alphabetical order, that'd be great. Ooh, yep, bamboo. Bamboo in the wind. The symbolism of bamboo runs very deep. And here's one thing, real quick, before I go any further and read anything more. Bamboo. If your person is learning lessons, And they are bamboo. You may not be able to see it. If, like bamboo, your person is learning their lessons, it is very much internal. You may not see it. It's not something that is outward necessarily. Like bamboo will sit and sit and sit. All of a sudden, it grows like 6 feet in a day. No kidding. It is fast moving, fast growing. It's wild the way. I had bamboo in my backyard when I very first moved to Charlotte, North Carolina from the Pacific Northwest. And I'm telling you what, that crap, you'd see a little bitty sprout, and then later on in the day, that crap would be way up. It grows so fast you can almost watch it grow. It's wild. So the symbolism of bamboo runs deep, whereas many larger, seemingly stronger trees will break in high winds, bamboo simply bends and sways. Its flexibility allows it to survive and even thrive, while other species suffer. Even during a hard winter, when its branches are laden with snow, bamboo doesn't break. It snaps back when the snow melts in the spring. It also has a strong root system, so even during great storms, it survives. Additionally, it is often a symbol of abundance because of its rapid growth. Its upward, verdant, constant growth is used as a metaphor for fulfilling the rise of prosperity. Prosperity's coming for you, baby. That's coming for me too. I'm excited for that. That is what my 2025 is comprised of. Things going great. The meaning of this card is rich and varied. It cautions you to be flexible in your life. Be willing to bend and yield. There are times to stand strong, but there are also times to go around a situation rather than face it head on. This card suggests being amenable to change. It also is a fantastic card for abundance and prosperity, and it suggests that if you're flexible, prosperity can and will come your way in all areas. In all areas. Prosperity in relationship. This is particularly talking about relationship, and right now, while you're being protected, eventually it will be prosperous. It will be abundant. And additionally, it suggests that a time of rapid growth is ahead. So once this happens, this is going for you full force. Don't resist it. The time is right for a surge of spiritual growth to occur. So your person is spiritually growing. Guess what? This also calls for you, Divine Feminine, to go within and heal yourself too. Do the work on you. Because when this Divine Masculine leaves and chooses something else and rejects you and maybe talk crazy to you and said stupid stuff, you know, things that were hurtful, whatever, it breaks you open. And you're like, oh my God, this can't possibly be happening. What the hell, you know? Go within. And if that stirs things for you, please go within and figure out what that stirs up for you. Because clearly, most definitely it will. Because nobody likes to be hurt. But take care of yourself. Take care of that. If you don't heal yourself, and here's the thing, if the Divine Feminine is not healing herself, he doesn't heal either. Because the Divine Feminine in Twin Flame Journey does the leading. She leads with her healing, and he follows. Because you are connected, ever so connected, in dream state, in a lot in the 5D, even when things are seemingly separate in the 3D. In the 5D, you could be visiting each other at nighttime. You know, when I had 2 straight nights of no sleep and dreams of him. Like right there, just dreams of him. Communicate. Remember that your subconscious is obeying your conscious mind and listening to the language you use. Become aware of this and listen to what your inner voice has to say. Use your intuition. And again, when I was sitting here talking about, 5D, we communicate in the 5D quite frequently, and sometimes it is exhausting because it keeps me up at night. And what was I just saying? Use your intuition. That came out too. You're in the right place at the right time. Your intuitive voice is your birthright, and today is a good day to honor it. Use your power, your intuition, and remember the magic within you. that's it. We're done here. We're absolutely done here, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope you guys have an amazing night. Thank you for joining me. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share. If you have somebody that you think this would benefit, please do. And thank you. And I will see you all again very soon. Take care. Bye.